Okay, the elements of satire. There are different types of satire, and the first example is... Oh look, the lights went out. This is creepy. You know what we should do when the lights are out?
What?
Let's read a spooky story.
Yay!
We'll still be learning though.
Aww.
It's time to read Fall the House of Usher. Once upon a time, in a creepy house, lay the House of Usher. Roderick Usher has sent a letter to invite the narrator to come help with his mental illness. He also meets Madeline, who has a physical illness. Then for a few days, Usher and the narrator is just having fun talking, trying to cure his disease. After a few days, they find Madeline dead from her illness. So they carry her to a burial. It takes them quite a while to get there because the burial area is at the underground area of the house, where the narrator and Roderick bury her and let her rest in peace. After a few days, strange sounds begin to happen. Both of them are scared. They don't know what to do. Is someone after them? What's going on? What do they do? So, to let out their fears, they decide to read a book. Then suddenly, Madeline pops up from the door. Madeline was pretty mad at Roderick for burying her alive, so then she jumps on Roderick and strangles him. But then she dies from weakness. Roderick is not killed by Madeline, but he also dies from shock. And then the house starts to collapse, but the narrator gets out of there and survives. And that's the House of Usher. Well, whoa, how convenient. Well, back to class. We just read a gothic story, but what makes this story gothic? KK?
Well, the House of Usher has an element of mystery, which means we don't know what's going on. This creates a lot of suspense.
And here it said, "And have you not seen it?" he said abruptly, after having stared about him for some moments in silence. "You have not seen it, but stay you shall." We don't know what we're gonna see, and yet we have to rely on Roderick, which is very scary.
And then there's an emotion of fear, which is caused by mystery and creepy sound. Ooh.
I looked upon the scene before me, upon the mere house and the simple landscape features of the domain, upon the bleak walls, upon the vacant eye-like windows, upon a few rank sedges, and upon a few white trunks of decayed trees, with an utter depression of soul which I can compare to no earthly sensation more properly than to the after-dream of the lover upon opium, the bitter lapse into everyday life, the hideous dropping of the veil. And details like this make it even scarier. Now, what about the themes, idea?
There's isolation, because the Ushers are so separated from society. They have weird and different morals that's really disturbing.
There's also a strange bond between two of them, isn't there?
Yeah, it seems like one cannot survive without the other. That's why they both died in the end. Also, I think there's incest involved.
What?
Yeah, the Usher's illnesses is most likely from the inward genes. It says here, the entire family lay in the direct line of descent. And the family were isolated, which means they...
And what about families versus friendship?
Oh yeah! It was actually mentioned that it was based on a true story, like the Usher house located on Boston's Lewis Wharf. As the story goes, the sailor and the young wife of the older owner were caught and entombed in their trysting spot by her husband. When the Usher house was torn down in 1800s, the two bodies were found embraced in a cavity in the cellar.
Ah, yes. I see you're learning about my story.
Oh, you must be.
Edgar Allan Poe, the author of the story. I was an American writer, editor, and literary critic. I'm the best known for my poetry and short stories. Because of my tale of mystery, I was one of the country's earliest practitioners of the short stories. I'm generally considered the inventor of the detective fiction genre. I was the first well-known American writer to try to earn a living through writing alone, resulting in a financially difficult life and career.
Well, that book was good, right? You can also buy my book set, People Being Buried Alive, for $999. Call now, 02...
Okay, Mr. Poe, that's enough. Please get out of the lesson now. Get out, please.
Buy my books!
Get out.
Buy my books!